What we're going to do in this clip is look at how to extract data from Bankscope. The first thing you need to do is to open your favorite browser. Here I'm using Chrome, but you could use Internet Explorer or Mozilla Firefox or any other browser for that matter. And we're going to go into the university's library website, which is www.lancs.ac.uk/library. And from there we'll click on resources and databases A to Z list, and we'll scroll down until we get to Bankscope. Click on Bankscope and we get this window, and this allows us to access the data that are in the Bankscope database from Bureau van Dijk. So the first thing I'm going to do is select location, and we can select individual countries. You can tick as many countries as you like. Just for the sake of this illustration, I'm going to tick China and then OK. But you can have more than one country in your selection if you wish. And then we're going to go up to the top of the screen here, and we're going to look at the view of the list of results and click on columns, so that we can get more specific data out of this. So in this I'm going to look at the details that we've got here, and I'm going to click on the little plus sign that comes next to ranking size and activity. I'm going to tick the number of employees because it would be interesting to get data on that for each of the last 5 or 6 years, so that we can get a time series going on this one, and click on OK. That gets us back to this screen with data now about the number of employees. I'm going to click on columns again to get some more data, this time from the global summary, and we'll look at assets, and we'll click on loans. Again, get data for each of the last few years, and we'll look also at liabilities and equities, which we get here. Look at deposits and short-term funding so that we can get data on that. Click on OK, and you can see now that if we scroll across, we've got the data for loans and for deposits for each of the last 6 years. In fact, I've done this for. If we then go to export, we can export to Excel. We get the list of banks. This is for China, all banks in China, and we choose a name for the file to be exported. We click on OK, and that generates a file in Excel that we will in a moment be able to download. So we can open this as an Excel file, and it takes a while for Excel to open on the computer, but you can see that we've then got something that we can save and subsequently input. It's here under the results tab. We've got the information for each of the banks in China, and we've got data on the number of employees in each year, loans in each year, and deposits in each year. So we're able to input this into any kind of analysis that we want, using, for example, the production approach or the intermediation approach to looking at the output versus inputs of banks. We can save this as whatever we choose to save it as. So choose a name for the file. Bankscope Export 1 seems a reasonable name. Export it to the desktop. And then when we click out of this and click out of Bankscope, we can see that the Excel file has opened up here. And we're able to convert that then to a file that can be read into whatever software we wish to read it into. So that's basically Bankscope in a nutshell. There are very many variables in the data set, and you should explore it at leisure to see what use you can make of those variables.